Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jackson and I are going to do one cast today. It's Thursday the 11th of August, and I'm out here early, not early, almost 9. I'm going to throw a Japanese beetle on 3X tippet. I'm just here about halfway between the Narrows and Lookout. I'm going to fish the bluff bank. It's still in the shade. Will be for quite a while. There are a few guides up here fishing. Looks to be a little quiet. I've seen a few fish rise already this morning over here. They're running that half unit of water. Like they've ran it every morning forever, it seems like. I don't think I've been up here to throw a dry in the morning yet. I know I've been up here fishing a little bit, but not fishing a dry. I call this a dry. It's anything that floats on the water, I call it a dry. But this, there's a lot of Japanese beetles out right now, so they might be seeing a few, but nothing on the first cast. I'll start to kind of get a feel for if they're going to be real close to the bank or out a ways from the bank. Nice fish. Second cast. He is about 6 feet from the bank. Wow. This is a nice fish. It's a real big fish. Oh, I wasn't sure if he was going to fight hard. Let's get him away from the bank. And I'll get him on the reel. Been talking to Brian Schaefer a little bit, a friend of mine that fishes up below the dam a lot. He's been catching a lot of fish on terrestrials, beetles, ants. Just the head shake on this thing. It's pretty cool. I'm supposed to speak at a trout group in Springfield this evening, fly fishing group, and I wanted to come out and fish a little bit this morning, just to say this is what I did this morning. I was going to take an oxygen reading, but my meter's not working this morning. Not sure what's going on with that. I heard Blake caught a 21-inch rainbow on a jig the other day. He was telling me about it. It's probably the only one I didn't watch when I was gone on my trip. All right. Big, beefy rainbow. I like that. Kind of right in the lower jaw. He's not 20, but he's close. There you go, buddy. That was cool. We don't keep stats for second cast, though. Using 3X. Tapered leader, did a 3X. Tippet tied onto that. Which is about, what, 7 pound or something like that. Okay. I didn't really see anything come up around him. Just a little tiny bit of current in this area. I've heard the San Juan worm is still working really good for most of the guides up here. Either under a float or dragging it on the bottom. I'm gonna check my fly and see. This particular pattern, the body of the fly sometimes twists on the hook, and you gotta watch and make sure the hook's still coming off the bottom of the fly. It's a foam fly, so it's gonna float without floating, but it's good to go ahead and put it floating on the leader. So the line, the leader and the tippet doesn't sink and pull your fly underwater. Got a little orange piece of foam that's tied on the top of it. It's black foam with a little bit of green foil tied on the bottom and the top to make it look like a Japanese beetle. And then it's got a little orange, just a real small piece on top, and that's kind of your, I don't know what they call it. It's the part that you can see. Otherwise, it just disappears in the water and you can't see it after you throw it out there. This looks like a good little spot. Let me get a little closer. The only problem is that fly doesn't turn over and sit upright. The orange doesn't show up. You can't see it. There we go. So this bank stays in the shade till pretty late in the morning. Come on. I've got another rod that's got the little riffle. Not the riffle. I keep calling it riffle. It's something else. This one looks like a dragonfly. There he is. I'm only about 3 feet from the bank there. He's not quite as big, but it's a nice one. See if I can sneak him in. He's not fighting quite as hard as the other one. Tell you what, man, this is really special to me anyhow, to catch these fish on these. Oh, quit it. Beautiful rainbow. Come on. Nice. Yeah. Got him right in the top jaw. That's where you're supposed to get them. This hook's a little smaller and a little harder to get a hold of than that big riffle thing. Come on. Well, you should have fought before you got to the net. There we go. Got it. Haha. He swam off good. So the other one. Okay. Let's do one more. Wow. That was a big rise just below this big rock. He's way up. 20 feet from the bank though. This really looks like good. Of course, I'm down at this part of the lake that I really like. There's not quite as many eddies. The current's moving close to the bank instead of way out away from the bank. Seems like those fish really like to get in tight to the bank in these spots. Just above the rock, see if there's anything there. Okay, this fish rose right down here. Below this rock. It's a big fish. Big splash. So I'm not sure what he was eating to make that kind of splash. We'll drift this. Oh, there's a nice fish. These fish, there's a little eddy here because of the rock. And those fish are right in the... That's a little one. Get away. He came up and ate it. I don't want him. I was lucky to pull it away from him. Oh, come on. I can see him under the surface now. That was another small fish. Dang, that's 3 in a row. Those are not big fish though. 4 in a row. Ah, they're just little fish. They're in that. Just the edge of the eddy there. That was cool. I really didn't want to mess with them. I was lucky not to hook one. Throwing right underneath that tree there. I'll check my fly again. Squeeze the water out of the foam. Yeah, this fly is just a little tore up. Okay, we'll see if I catch another one on it. Good spot. Oh, it's too close. There we go. I've caught browns. Doing this. Not very many. I think it's safe to say that they like the beetle. Oh, I should have netted him right there. Jeez. Fly came out. I'll get you. Come on. Sorry. I want to release him. Wow. Wow. Okay, my fly is coming apart. So, tell you what, I got that riffle, whatever, crease. Fuck, I'm gonna throw that real quick. Much bigger fly. Great big hook. Okay. Bigger fly, bigger fish. Not necessarily. I should have put some stuff on it, but I don't even think I have any floating on me. Yeah, this might not work. I might have to tie another beetle on. I did not bring any floating, and this fly is not floating very good. I think because of the size and the weight of the hook, this fly anyhow, you really need to grease it up real good when you throw it, because it really needs to sit on top of the surface. That's where those bugs, will sit in real life. Yeah, I don't like this. So I'm gonna go away and I'll come back after I get another fly tied on, and we'll finish. Catch one more fish, maybe. All right, I've tied on a black ant. It's about a 14. And I've still got it on the 3X tippet, which is probably a little big. I didn't want to spend any time retying or adding tippet. I think this is called a high vis, and it's got the little post, chartreuse post, tied in the nose of it. And that's so you can see it. You can barely see it though, as far as I'm throwing it.
Well, it's beautiful out today, ain't it?
Ooh.
Where'd you guys go on vacation? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, you do one cast?
Yeah, but I had a fish that rose. I was throwing at it.
Where'd you guys go on vacation?
We went to see the Ark in Creation Science Museum.
Was it Ark?
Kentucky. Huh?
Was it neat?
Oh gosh.
It really was?
Oh,
It was definitely worth it?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's beautiful out here.
I know, and they're eating. I caught 3 on a beetle.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice ones too.
My dove guy called and said there was a lot of doves this year. He said there was 300 in one field the other night.
Cool.
They will go.
Okay. Turkey. One rose under that tree and I was throwing at it when Tony pulled up. This is super hard to see, so if this fish comes up and just sips at this fly, it's going to be hard to see the take. Oop, here he comes. Here he comes. He ate it. I saw the fish come up and eat it. He came from the bank out. I saw him. I gotta go home and work. Gosh. I say the oxygen's really good. Come here. Jeez. That's one thing nice about using 3X tippet. 7-pound line, you can kind of horse them, but you don't want the hook to pull out. So they like the ant. Gotta love the fact that they're still fighting really hard. Really good shape. This is the smallest fish yet, and he's nice. He's pretty. Come on. Nice. All right, I gotta go. That was awesome. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.